Because it was raining, I wasn't able to get much video footage, though I did take a couple pictures. We started with our broken down brooder setup. The pallets we used to build the brooder decomposed over just 1 year, so they've just been sitting in disrepair for a while. I cleaned all those out and got the space ready to lay down a bunch of pallets. Then I took some extra scrap cattle panels that had smaller mesh wire supplanted over them as good rabbit-proof fencing, and completed day 1 of building our awesome new dream colony. This is now day 2 when the colony is complete. Okay, I had to go grab my camera to show you that I finally finished. Well, finished might be too strong a term, because it's serviceable, but all the details aren't done, the more aesthetic things, but the functionality of it is done, and it's ready for adult rabbits. There are plenty of little nooks and crannies that baby rabbits could squeeze through, but we don't have any baby rabbits that will be going in this colony right now, only adults, so it's adult proof, so they all get to go in today. Today is day 2 of building the colony. And halfway through the build, I realized there was more floor pallets than I thought, so I had to take everything apart and restart. But we finally finished. I have they're very temporary shade structures and hidey houses. The framework is here, but all the little inside decorations are completely temporary. I don't even have a proper hay feeder yet. It's just a race against time. I want to put the rabbits in as soon as possible because it's an awesome place and now it's ready for them. But it is technically afternoon. It's 1 or 2. So I want to have as long as possible to watch them and monitor them during the daylight hours. And also my right wrist, the one that last year was hurting me, and I guess the year before too. I've been working with a drill gun for so long and moving heavy things that it's starting to flare up a bit again. So I'm going to rest my wrist and pause the project here, put the rabbits in, and enjoy the fruits of my labors, and then another day do all the finishing touches. Don't jump out. Okay, now we get to go in and watch the drama, and then later when it's quieter, I'll make a voiceover and explain our plan and what's going on. She's still the sweetest. Her and Silven, I think, tie. One of the main reasons I'm keeping Cattail is just because she's so sweet and loving, and I don't know. You bond with these breeders, man. Watch out, Cattail, you're being attacked by goats. These goats, I guess it's good that they're good at foraging, but they're always trying to eat the rabbit's hay through the cage floors and now through the colony walls. You have plenty of hay in your barn. You don't have to eat the rabbit's hay, but they just like to eat other people's stuff. Doesn't he look like an old man? He has patches of fur everywhere. He's shedding everywhere, and patches of fur growing at different paces, so he looks all shabby and shaggy. He's so funny. He's actually not that old, but he definitely looks it with all his gray hair. So most all of these 7 rabbits have met each other before in previous colonies or in tractor pairings, except for these 3. Obviously, Silven and Jolty were together before, but I don't think they've ever met any meat rabbits before, except for Silven's breeding a couple months ago. And then little Miss White Bunny over there, who we got for free like a month ago, more than a month ago. She is 3 months old, and they actually have really good like body structure and stuff. So I'm thinking of naming her Edelweiss because I love that name. And we had a white rabbit before who was named that, but she died as a young baby, so we didn't really get to have her as a breeder. So she's just gonna be little Edelweiss. Look at that. Well, Silven is sure proving my point that I chose the right buck to breed. He's getting to town right away. Being respectful, of course, not being crazy mean, but definitely trying to get his job done. Unlike Onyx, who I never think I ever saw him chase a doe. But Silven, he's being good. Look at him. I think it helps that there are plenty of does who are ready to breed. If you watched my recent goat milking video, you will know that we are remodeling our garage. We're more like reorganizing than remodeling, like purging kind of. So as we were doing that, we figured out that we had a whole bunch of extra pieces of really good like lumber wood and a whole bunch of extra like really awesome pallets. So my crafty little brain got crafting and I came up with the best idea. To fully grasp this wonderful idea, I must explain, or re-explain if you watched my videos. I've raised rabbits for years. I've tried basically all the setups. My favorite is the colony setup. I've had a whole bunch of different colony setups, and 99% of them have worked beautifully for many years. The most recent setup we had worked terribly. Our last generation of breeders got sick or poisoned or something by some hay or something like that, and I ended up remodeling our colony because of the sickness, but then the remodel was actually a very bad idea and it just made the problem worse, and I basically ran out of ideas for a couple months, which is surprising for me because I usually just have a plethora of awesome colony ideas. Well, technically I didn't run out of ideas, I just ran out of ideas that the rest of the family agrees on. So for a while I've just been stuck. And basically, the rabbit housing is like survival mode. And you guys know how much I hate cages. For most of the winter, it was okay. But then someone gave us a whole bunch of free rabbits. And Acrobat finally had babies. But we need to grow them out to butcher and just all this stuff. So we're kind of running out of space in our survival mode housing. And I was racking my brains of how I could fit all these rabbits in like proper housing. So hopefully now you can fully understand how excited I am to tell you I found the perfect space to build my newest revised version of what my dream colony is. Like we do in our goat barn, I'm going to sweep the wooden floor every day to keep it clean, sweep the hay and the poop off. I'm going to have pallet walls and nest boxes and hidey houses and tunnels and maybe multiple levels, so Acrobat can go to high places like she likes to do. There's going to be enough room for all of our does and a buck who actually works, because Onyx obviously does not work properly. I finally found a way to restart over again with our setup and see if this time all of my ideas work. I'm pretty sure everything's going to be just fine. All the problems with the last colony will not happen anymore, and I'll just pray that we have a regular year with rabbits and we don't have any super weird things happen like have happened the past like 3-4 years. Oh, I have really enjoyed sitting here. It's been quite a while, I think. I'm now finally gonna head out and go about my day. I'm so glad this colony is finally done. Everything is working amazingly well. There have been a couple scuffles, lots of breeding, but for the most part the rabbits are getting along beautifully. They have plenty of shade, plenty of hidey houses, food and water, and a safe place. I'm so excited to finally have a colony again. It feels so good.